People who have dated celebrities, how'd it go? Well, mine started at a Starbucks in downtown Portland when this girl accidentally grabbed my drink instead of hers. She had this thick accent I couldn't place and kept apologizing while laughing. I thought she was just visiting from Europe or something. Her name was Zara, and she was waiting for friends who were running late. We ended up talking for like an hour about random stuff. She was funny as hell and had these crazy stories about traveling. When I asked her out, she seemed surprised but said yes. I figured she was just being polite. Our first date was mini golf and she was terrible at it. Like, hit the ball into the parking lot terrible. She kept cracking jokes about how she was better with her hands at other things, which made me think she was maybe an artist or musician. Second date was pizza and a movie. Normal stuff. The third date is when things got weird. We went to this little Italian place, and halfway through dinner, this group of girls at another table started whispering and pointing. Then one of them came over, speaking what sounded like Portuguese, asking for a selfie. Zara looked mortified but took the photo. After they left, I asked what that was about. She got all fidgety and said she was kind of famous back home in Brazil. I thought she meant like local news anchor famous or something. She laughed and said no, more like pop star famous. I honestly didn't believe her until she showed me her Instagram. 3 million followers, music videos with millions of views. I felt like an idiot. The crazy part was how normal she wanted everything to be. She'd come over to my apartment and we'd order Chinese food and watch Netflix. She loved doing laundry, which she said she never got to do at home because she had people for that. She'd get excited about grocery shopping and insisted on pushing the cart everywhere. But dating her came with some wild stuff too. Paparazzi somehow found out she was in Portland and started camping outside my work. My boss thought it was hilarious until customers started showing up just to ask about her. One time we went to a Trailblazers game and ended up on the Jumbotron. The crowd went nuts when they recognized her. The hardest part was when she had to go back to Brazil for work. Long distance sucked, especially with the time difference. When I visited her in Sao Paulo, it was like dating a completely different person. Bodyguards everywhere, fancy restaurants where we had to sit in private rooms, fans screaming outside her apartment building at all hours. She hated it. She told me once while we were hiding in her hotel room that fame felt like being in prison. She couldn't go to the beach, couldn't walk her own dog, couldn't even go to the grocery store without it becoming a whole production. She said meeting me was the first time in years she felt like herself. After about 8 months of back and forth, she made this huge decision. She announced she was taking a break from music and moved to Portland permanently. Her management team lost their minds. Her family thought she was crazy, but she didn't care anymore. We've been together for 3 years now. She still writes music but doesn't perform publicly.